Hi, my name's Diane, and today we're talking about people that come into our lives that are only there for a short time and how they inspire you or drain you. So, a few years ago, I had an advert put up on Facebook to advertise for a new not carer, a new person who was renting my room because my other person had left. So I advertised and I got a few responses from it. But one of the guys, he was only here for 8 weeks and he wanted a room just to stay while he worked here for a few weeks. And I thought, this sounds pretty reasonable. So I had him come round, see the room and everything. And he was, what I would say, perfect. So he moved in and he was working for about a week. And he came home about midday one day. He was supposed to be working till 5. And lo and behold, he walked in the front door and he burst into tears. Now, I thought I was sitting in my power chair, feeling pretty good, not feeling bad or anything, and the poor guy walked in and he was beyond himself. Oh, guess what I've done? I think I've broken my toe. Oh my God, it's so painful. And looking at myself in a power chair, not being able to do very many things, and here was a guy that thought he'd broken his toe. So I thought, okay, I will go with it. I said to him, do you think you need to go and get it checked? He said, yeah, I do. I think I do. And I said to him, the best place to go is the A&E clinic in Christchurch. So lo and behold, he went and saw the doctor there. It cost him almost $1,000 because he was a overseas person. So it was going to be very expensive just to get x-rays and things. So, and lo and behold, he came home and he hadn't broken it. He'd sprained it. He said he needed 6 weeks off work, right? So he had 6 weeks off work, and then he left where he was staying. But I thought, how can I don't know how to answer that. I was beyond, I thought it was, well, sort of funny, but not so funny. How could he look at me and think, but then I thought, well, maybe it's because everybody has their own shit in life. Everybody has their own stuff to deal with in life. And some things are harder than others. Having a stroke was pretty hard on me. I couldn't communicate, couldn't speak at all, couldn't say hi or anything. And that was pretty hard. I've had all sorts of injuries. I've had shingles when I was 15 years old. I have, I've had warts all over my feet, so I couldn't walk. I've had a couple of heart attacks, and a broken big toe not a broken toe, a sprained toe, for myself, I don't even feel the pain, so it doesn't really hurt. I understand what it's hurting for him, and that's where I'm coming from. Everybody has their own problems in life. I think it's how we deal with that. I'm pretty strong when it comes to injuries and all that sort of stuff. So nothing really, not phases me, but nothing breaks me as such. But other people may have a headache and it's the end of the world. So everybody reacts differently in life. And I'm a positive person. I've always been a positive person. So even if it's doom and gloom, I always look at the positives in life. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm grateful for. That I don't dwell on what I've got. I just knuckle down and try and get through it. Like my precious sore at the moment, I've had that for about 5 months and it's still really bad. But it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do about it. And we should just keep on carrying on. I know that life is hard for a lot of people, but take a leaf out of my book and just keep on going. Life is a challenge. It's always been a challenge. Sometimes it's really quite easy, but other times it's really, really hard. So yeah, and it's great to see that everybody's reacting to what I'm putting out there at the moment. So keep on subscribing to the channel and be inspired. Go out and do something that you like doing. I've just bought some veggies to plant. I can plant the spring onions. They go in the front of the garden, so I'm able to do that. But I think I've got corn to grow at the back, so one of my lovely carers will do that, and then I might try and see if I can plant a few spring onions in the front. So keep on subscribing to the channel and we'll have a look at what I come up with next time. Thank you.